One of the most common comments I get is, "You're a men's grooming expert? Jesus, do you look like a caveman?" So I have to head to Dallas today to get on stage at the House of Blues for Behind the Chairs on Tour, teach everybody my favorite grooming tips and tricks. And I look like this. So let me show you how I'm gonna turn this to this. Let's get into it. My name's Matty Conrad. I've been a professional barber for over 27 years, and in that time, I've built a number of barbershops and started a brand called Victory Barber Brand. I spend most of my time traveling around the world teaching other barbers all my tips and tricks on how they can be better barbers. Now, I've been featured in a number of magazines, but more recently I've been showing up as a grooming expert on GQ's YouTube page. Collectively, that series has over 25 million views. So that inspired me to start my own YouTube page so I could answer some of your most burning questions and share with you guys my best tips and tricks to take your grooming to the next level. So here they are. Rise and shine, beard enthusiasts. I am, of course, Matty Conrad, internet beard guy, and it's a beautiful morning in Dallas, Texas. I'm here for work this week to be on stage at the House of Blues, and my beard looks like a well-used toilet brush at the moment. It's a good thing I brought the latest prototypes from my beard grooming set that I've been designing myself, and I know some of you guys have been looking forward to seeing this. Look how cool these things look. Now, I've tried them out a few times on other people, but today I'm gonna see how they work out on my own beard. Time to put these bad boys to the test. But first, a few tips about hotel bathrooms. Okay, so what you can see hopefully is that, this is a nice looking bathroom. It's really nice and clean. And nobody wants to leave their room in terrible shape before the maid. Like, that's just the worst. So I want to make sure that I cover the countertop and I don't just cover it in my beard hair because I don't want somebody else to have to clean up this mess. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I grabbed some suction cup hooks that I got for $1 and a $3 Velcro barber cape from the dollar store. I take the cape out of the bag, which I guess is kind of obvious. And using the file on my nail clipper, I'm gonna punch holes in the corners at the bottom of the cape. Then I'm gonna take the suction cups and attach them to the mirror about 4 feet apart. Then by using the holes you created, you can just attach the cape to the... Okay, sometimes they stick better if you get the suction cup wet first. My bad. Okay, before we get started, it's time for washing the beard, which means that it's time for a word from our sponsor.
Hi friends, I'm Matty Conrad, and I'm here to introduce you to another exciting new product. The Victory Barber Brand Hair and Beard Wash. If you are a hirsute gentleman like myself, you will understand the immense social discomfort we went through when our beard's cleanliness was compared to that of a toilet seat. Really? But what is a man to do? Admit it, you thought about shaving it off. Put that razor down, friend. Most guys are at home cleaning pretty much everything with bar of soap. Using a bar soap on your beard every day is kind of like watering your lawn with gasoline. And those minty 3-in-1s are really only good for making your balls tingle for about 45 minutes after you get out of the shower. They're still cold. Still cold. Victory Barber Brand Wash is here to help. You can detoxify yourself daily with this revolutionary new one-step wash that's packed full of powerful botanicals, protein-rich nutrient oils, and the detoxifying power of activated charcoal. Did I mention it smells f***ing awesome? The Victory Brand Hair and Beard Wash. Keep your beard looking handsome and healthy. Run to your nearest internet and order now.
Okay, so we're back and you haven't really missed much. I'm just lathering up my beard with the Victory Brand Wash and giving it 60 seconds for it to do its thing before rinsing it out. Giving your care ingredients enough time to work is way more important than you think. You need to give it a chance to work to do what it's supposed to do. So if you're using a conditioning wash or a conditioner or something like that in your beard that you were supposed to rinse out, give it about 60 seconds before you do. Your beard will thank you. But also, I feel you, I'm deeply impatient too. So let's get this thing moving. Once I've rinsed things clean and patted it with a towel, it's time to blow dry using this thing. I think the cord retracts into the handle on this one. Look, these blow dryers, they're not great, but they more or less do the trick. Don't think that you need to have some big fancy Dyson blow dryer just because you saw some internet beard guy using one. Also, notice that I'm using a wide tooth comb here. Wider teeth creates less tension. Less tension means less beard hair loss. So wider teeth equals thicker beard. When it comes to the mustache, I like to split it down the middle and blow the hair to either side. Then I'm just going to blow the points of the mustache upwards while making the stupidest looking face ever. And if you want some tips on how to blow dry your beard, just click the link here to watch my video on how to straighten your beard. If it starts feeling a little bit flat, just blow the air upwards underneath the chin and the shape should start to fill out a bit. It's kind of like being stuck in a wind machine from a 90s R&B music video, kind of like a Beyonce kind of vibe. Oh my god, holy shit, it's Beard Beyonce. Okay, once it's dry, you can see that it's not perfectly straight, like silky straight. It's kind of curly, crinkly beard hair. And that's exactly what we want. So let's attach the end of the cape to the suction cups, and we'll just fit it around my neck. I mean, it doesn't look very cool, but how smart is this? I mean, it makes a trough for the hair to fall into, and it saves my white t-shirts. Seriously, thanks to all the dudes who commented recommending this. Okay, let's make sure the tangles are out, and we'll get started with the clipper. I'm going to set the baseline by tilting my head back slightly and using the clipper inverted. I'll try to create a clean, flat panel underneath the beard. This is an area that I call the shelf, and it should slope down slightly towards the chin. So by tilting my head back, it'll help maintain some additional length at the front of the beard. I'm just going to work panel to panel here across the bottom, trying to keep it relatively square. I keep combing it down to make sure there aren't a bunch of additional hairs tangled up inside the beard. Sometimes you really got to get in there. Man, I'm definitely having to take a few more passes than normal. Well, that is looking a little better, but I'm not totally sure about this clipper. Let's see how it does with freehand on the sides. I'm just going to float the clipper over the surface of the beard to remove the flyaways by pushing straight down and making sure I don't roll inward at the bottom. As I move forward, I'm just going to move the points of the mustache out of the way here, because if I accidentally take the mustache off, I'm going to look a little bit Amish for a while. 'Tis a fine-looking beard, English. Again, I keep combing through to make sure I get all the flyaways to stand out, and I'm just floating over the shape. I'm not pressing the clipper into the beard or against my cheek. If you struggle with this part and freehand is uncomfortable for you, I suggest taking a number 3 guard and doing the same motion of going straight down and not rolling in at the bottom. Hey, look at that. Cape trough is working perfectly. Honestly, it feels like I'm having to take a lot of passes at this. Does it, or is it just me? Oh well, let's try the other side. Just as a reminder, if you're new here, I am not ambidextrous. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it means that I am not as good at this with my left hand, and it always feels just a bit awkward. Just do the same thing though. Float over the shape, remove the flyaways, work straight down. Basically, this is the part we call shaping the beard. And a clipper with wide teeth is ideal for shaping beards because wide teeth means the hair feeds cleanly into the machine and gets cut cleanly right where it sits. Honestly, I feel like I'm having to go over this section quite a bit more than usual. Nah, I guess it does pay to be thorough. Now I'm just going to clean up the bottom corner, which is where the sides and the bottom connect. I still want to keep this fairly square, so I'm just going to soften the angle very slightly so that it doesn't look kind of cartoonish or like an inverted flat top on my face. But I've got to be careful not to cave it in too much, otherwise it just looks round and my face shape won't look as lean. Okay, let's tackle the other side and make sure it's even. How did the clipper do? Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Honestly, I'm not blown away. Let's see if the trimmer's any better. Trimmers are for outlining and creating sharp-looking edges because they have much finer teeth than a clipper. So I'm going to use it along the baseline of the beard to just make sure it looks sharp and clean. I use it inverted and I press it right against the skin, using the shape of the blade to create my lines. As always, I'm going to comb it out a bunch just to make sure I get all of the hairs. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is taking a lot of passes. Usually this part goes much faster and the line is a little sharper and cleaner in just a few passes, but this one kind of feels like it might not be hitting quite as hard as I want it to. Now let's see how it does on the back line. I'm just gonna take the comb and pull the bulk of the beard out of the way so I can see what I'm doing back there. And then again on the other side. Remember, not ambidextrous, which is why I'm still using my right hand for this one. I turn the trimmer on its side to clean up the line at the back of the sideburns to make sure that hair isn't flowing into my ears, because that is not attractive. I mean, it's definitely looking better. Let's shave the neckline. Using the trimmer in its natural position, you should be able to remove any neck hair almost down to the skin. Okay, for those of you who like a square or more angular top line, try this. Take your comb and place it between the top of where your ear connects to your head and the corner of your mouth or mustache. Use it as a guide for the trimmer to protect the hair beneath. Now, obviously, I have a pretty weak top line, so you might not see the full benefit of this, but you get the idea. Let's try the other side. This one isn't going to be for everybody, but if you are nervous about taking the top line too low, you might want to give it a try. See? Not bad, right? Just got to clean up the upper cheeks now. All right, let's get the mustache now. I've been wearing my points flared up lately, so all I need to do is clean up the part above the center of the lip. Best thing to do for this is just turn the trimmer on its side and roll outward. There we go. I can drink beer from a mug again. Now that's looking much better. Well, as good as it's going to get, at least. Time to empty the cape out. Much easier. Bye-bye, tiny hairs. Off to your watery grave. All right, I'm just going to finish styling it up with the blow dryer. The goal here is just to heat up the hair and get the airflow to smooth the shape out. That means the airflow should be pointing down on the sides and down on the front, and the only time you're going to point the airflow up is if you want to make the points stand up. One of my favorite ways of getting the points to stand up is by using the comb. If I comb the hair down and then put the airflow facing upwards on the opposite side of the comb, it kind of protects my face from the heat, but it also helps to bend the shape upwards at the end. It's a good trick. You should try that one. Ugh, embarrassing. Not terrible. Now's the part where I'm going to do just a little inspection. I want to see how good a job these clippers actually did. So I'm going to comb through everything, check all the lines, and just make sure that I've got everything thoroughly. I didn't do a terrible job, but it did seem to take a long time. And there you have it. Stage show ready. And we kept the bathroom clean. But as for these things, honestly, I'm not overly impressed, so I think it's back to the drawing board, because I really want these to be perfect for you guys. And even though these tools didn't work out as my favorite, I do want you guys to know that I have actually found the tools that I want to work with. I have designed a much better set. I'm so happy with how they perform, and I'm going to be talking about them in my next video. But if you want to get updated information on them, go to www.rangerandscout.com. Join the waitlist and you will have up-to-date information, and you will also be in the queue to be among the first people to be able to order my own custom beard trimming set. And honestly, these things are amazing. I can't wait to show you. Go to www.rangerandscout.com and join the waitlist today. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and until next time, good luck and good grooming.